Good morning. This is Victoria Pendragon. It's pretty early in the morning, earlier than I usually videotape it. Welcome to my alternate reality, and welcome to a little piece of my daily yoga practice, which I wanted to share. I have had a daily yoga practice since 1982. When I had scleroderma, I did it in my head, since I couldn't bend my body. So it's a long time. I was first introduced to yoga as a child, when I became intrigued by pictures brought back by my parents' friends from foreign lands. The image that's still in my mind today is a really skinny guy in what looked like a pair of diapers, seated in the lotus position. I was fascinated. I was probably about 10. And I began doing yoga poses then, though I didn't know what I was doing. And couldn't get into the lotus pose, in fact, until just about a year and a half or two ago. Despite I had extreme flexibility as a child, just couldn't do it. It took practice, patience, relaxation probably. So this thing I want to show you today is something that came out of my yoga practice. I know, because I know who I am, that I have been yogi in other lifetimes. And some of the poses in my yoga practice come out of my body, my being, and not out of a book and not from a class. In point of fact, my yoga training, such as it is, has come from individual coaching sessions rather than classes. I am a very disciplined person. I prefer to work on my own, and but everybody needs a critique, so I've had coaching. And this breath, which I call the new moon breath, came out of my morning practice, is something that has brought me visions for the last perhaps 8 pieces in my Yogis and Yogini series of art, mixed media pieces. They came from visions that I had while doing the new moon breath. And it is a very, it can take you to very transcendental kind of states. It's a fairly easy thing. I'm sitting just in a sort of a cross-legged pose. I'm going to modify that a little bit so that my feet are not on top of each other. You can do this in lotus pose. This is just, I just wanted to look easy for everybody because it is easy and anybody can do it. I do it at the end of my practice or towards the end of it so that my body is warmed up already, and you can see that I'm just sort of circling a little bit at the moment. That was unintentional, but the body knows what I'm about to do and is one step ahead of me, like it is. So, the new moon breath is designed to align you with a very relaxed breath, with allowing the breath to be slow, sometimes stopped. In my case, it is the beginning of my body's preparation for what it will be doing one day, decades from now, when it decides that it's lived long enough. And my goal is to have a peaceful, conscious, easy death. This is a part of my own training, and perhaps why it brings the visions, I don't know. It also, just in case it happens, I will warn you, in certain states, I speak in tongues. And sometimes it happens at the end of this breath. So if you hear something funny, that's what that is. So basically, I'm just rotating here. And it might be said to be in a clockwise fashion. It's a small circle at the top, but it will go deeper. There's an in-breath that takes place on the small circle, and sometimes through a larger circle, which you will soon see. So I'm just going to do it. So what you saw was an in-breath here, and a little bit on this circle, then an out-breath. I don't know if you can hear that, but it almost sounds a bit like the ocean. I consciously I'm making a sound. There's a name for it. There's names for all these yoga things. I don't know them. It's not important to me. Would you make this sound? Breathe out. And that goes on for this and a second one, and depending on the day, sometimes even a third one. The next is a period of no breath. That's usually only one round. One small circle, one large circle. And then the in-breath. Once. Out-breath. Still going out on the second one, ideally. Sometimes still going out on the third one, slowly. And then a holding. And while this is going on, your belly is being stimulated. If you have the kind of muscle control that many people who do yoga have, your stomach is going to be going in and out, round and round while you're doing that. So that with each circle, the stomach's going in and around, and the intestines are being massaged gently. I just heard my buzzer go off. This took longer than I thought. But that's the essence of it. If you have any questions about it, feel free to comment and ask. Or connect with me on Facebook and ask there. It's a wonderful thing. And I do it for as long as it feels right. You can too. Thanks for being with me on my journey. Enjoy yours. Bye-bye.